Hi, folks. This is Don Meisner with the North Country Fishing Report. You know, we have so much here, and I think as I was getting ready to get up this morning, I was laying in bed and I was imagining all the things that have happened to me. I was thinking back to those things that have stood out the most in my life, and you know that we're embarked on a program here in the North Country to utilize this incredible resource. And I use those words all the time. But right now at this moment, this area is considered the best smallmouth fishing in the world. So that gives us a tremendous opportunity. But how we utilize that opportunity, I think, is really important. And I want to stress something to you. And I never go on and preach to anybody, including my own kids, because I think that we all look at life a little bit differently, and we don't need somebody telling us how to live that life. But our opportunity right now is bringing people up here, not only to discover the fishing, but to discover what this area and the people that live in this area are like. And I think that's a huge opportunity, but it's also something that you can either do right or do wrong. And I think back to those times in my life that stand out to me, going all over the continent doing TV shows. And I remember one in particular, going to Kansas. I was invited out to Kansas, and I was treated so wonderfully by, first of all, the city of Wichita, then the whole state, even the governor. And they made me feel like I was something. You know, they made me feel like my life mattered, that I was important. And the fishing was, I don't even remember the fishing hardly. I mean, it was great to be out there, but it wasn't anything like we'd have here. But Kansas has stood out in my life ever since because of the way I was treated. I was treated the same way in a small town in North Dakota. Heaven knows what I was fishing for or anything, but it's never left my mind. And I want this to be the case when we bring people up here. I want them to discover the very specialness of North Country life, of the life in our towns, of the way people treat them. And that starts with the waitresses in the diners they go in, and the smiles that they have, and the way they make the people feel special. It starts with the way people are treated when they go into a store. It becomes our motto here, North Country Nice. And this is what people tell me. But I think it's more important than I can ever say. We have a chance to establish ourselves as a place where people will want to come, to experience a life that is maybe like life was years ago, when everybody wasn't so absolutely focused and enmeshed in their computer screens, in their iPhones, but a place where people talk with each other, where they smile, where they're friendly. And if we continue to offer that, we will become a place that people will want to come back to over and over again. We don't need to become a tourist area like Jackson Hole, Wyoming, or Lake George. That's not what we're talking about, nor are we trying to be. We're just trying to use what we have and share it with others, and hopefully they will share their money with us and our economic stability can increase. That's what this is all about. So while I try not to preach, of all the things I believe in this area. This has become my life. It's what I've wanted to do. I wanted to tell the story of the North Country. And part of the way we tell that story is to welcome people with open arms in this wonderful area that we live in. Until next time, folks, this is Don Meisner with the North Country Fishing Report.